Have you ever wondered why there is so much talk about the Oedipus complex? If you think it's just an outdated concept, think again. In this video, I will reveal the psychological meaning behind one of the most discussed terms in psychoanalysis, and you will see how it could still influence your life more than you imagine. Stay till the end because the last point changes the way you understand your relationships. The Oedipus complex is one of the most famous concepts in Sigmund Freud's psychoanalytic theory, but it is often misunderstood or simplified. Originating from Greek mythology, this term describes deep psychological dynamics related to family relationships, especially between a child, his mother, and his father. But what does it really mean today? And how does this complex continue to influence an individual's psychological development? In this video, I will guide you through the true meaning of the Oedipus complex, using simple but precise language. Welcome to the mental family. Before we get into the details, remember to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss other videos like this. At the end of this video, you will discover an unmissable point that reveals how the Oedipus complex can still manifest itself in adulthood. You really can't miss it. 1. Origins of the Oedipus complex. The term Oedipus complex takes its name from Oedipus, a character in Greek mythology who unknowingly kills his father and marries his mother. Freud, fascinated by the myth, uses it to explain one of the most critical phases in the child's psychosexual development, the so-called Oedipal phase. During this phase, which occurs between the ages of 3 and 6, the child develops a strong attraction towards the parent of the opposite sex and experiences a form of unconscious rivalry with the parent of the same sex. 2. The role of desire and fear. According to Freud, the child experiences an internal conflict. On the one hand, he desires only the attention and love of the parent of the opposite sex. On the other hand, he fears punishment from the parent of the same sex. This dualism, made of desire and fear, is what creates the basis of the Oedipus complex. For boys, for example, a fear related to castration emerges, an unconscious fear that the father might punish him for his desires towards the mother. 3. Overcoming the complex and developing identity. Once the child is able to resolve this complex, he identifies with the parent of the same sex. This step is fundamental for the development of his identity and for the acquisition of social and moral norms. Freud believed that how one overcomes this complex profoundly influences adult behavior, especially in romantic relationships, and how one deals with authority. 4. The Electra complex, the female version. For girls, Freud had proposed a version of the Oedipus complex called the Electra complex. In this case, the girl would have a phase of attraction towards the father and rivalry with the mother. However, this theory has been debated and partly rejected over time, especially because many later psychoanalysts, such as Carl Jung, have expanded or modified Freudian interpretations. If this topic interests you, leave a like and share the video with your friends. But wait, the last part is the most important. We'll find out how to recognize the signs that indicate that the Oedipus complex may still be influencing your romantic choices. 5. Manifestations in adulthood. The Oedipus complex is not limited to childhood. Many psychoanalysts maintain that, if not properly resolved, it can resurface in various forms in adulthood. For example, men and women may seek partners who resemble their parents of the opposite sex emotionally or temperamentally, thus unconsciously continuing to experience those Oedipal dynamics that have never been fully resolved. Finally, a question you may have never asked yourself. Have you ever chosen a partner who is emotionally or physically similar to one of your parents? This could be a sign that your Oedipus complex has not fully resolved. Understanding these dynamics can help you build more conscious relationships free from unconscious conditioning. If you want to explore these themes more deeply, subscribe to the channel and don't miss the next videos. Until next time.